Most people believe that a cat sleeps with us because we are kind owners who offer a soft mattress. But in the instinctual world of felines, the concept of ownership, as we understand it, does not exist. When he closes his eyes by your side, he isn't just resting. He is performing a survival ritual and an energy transfer that science has barely begun to map. Here are the psychological secrets behind your cat's sleep that will change the way you look at him tonight. 1. The myth of comfort versus arousal. The reality of vulnerability. The common mistake is thinking your cat is an independent, solitary animal. Biologically, sleep is the moment of greatest danger for a small-sized predator. In nature, a sleeping cat is easy prey. When he chooses your room, he is applying the mutual protection theory. He doesn't sleep with you because he feels safe. He sleeps with you because he has decided that the two of you form a defense unit. If something attacks during the night, he trusts that your senses, and his, will function as a double alarm system. It is the highest level of biological trust that one living being can place in another. 2. The proximity error versus frequency alignment. Do you notice him leaning his back against you or sleeping above your head? Many people try to hug the cat or pull it under the covers, which usually makes it leave. The technical secret here is beat mimicry. Cats seek areas where the human pulse is most perceptible or where brain heat is most intense. By touching you, he is synchronizing his nervous system with yours. It is a form of passive emotional regulation. He is reading your stress through your breathing and using the purr, which vibrates between 25 and 150 hertz, to heal himself and unconsciously stabilize your heart rate. If you feel that this connection makes sense and want to understand the invisible signals your pet sends every day, take a moment now to like this video and subscribe. This way, you ensure the algorithm always brings you the keys to deciphering the mind of the one you love. 3. The illusion of space versus the invisible scent. Marking. Many owners find it annoying when the cat wakes up in the middle of the night, walks over them, and goes back to sleep. What you see as an interruption, ethology explains as secure territory consolidation. Cats have scent glands in their paws and face. By rolling around next to you, he is mixing odors. To him, you are not a human, and he a cat. You have become a single scent. This mixed aroma creates a psychological bubble of security that reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone, in the animal. If he sleeps near your face, he is accepting your breath and your most intimate scent as part of his nest. 4. The movement of paws versus childhood memory. Have you seen him kneading bread on the blanket before lying down? The mistake is thinking he is just fixing the bed. This is an atavistic behavior called lactation stimulation. At the deepest emotional level, by doing this to you, before sleeping, the cat psychologically regresses to a kitten state. He is saying through his body that in your presence, he doesn't need to be the adult vigilant hunter. He can let all his guards down. He is handing you the role of the caregiver figure, regardless of his age. Now that you understand that your room is, in fact, a sanctuary of survival and chemical exchange, we need to dive into the deepest layer of this mystery. What happens when the lights go out and silence dominates? It is, at this moment, that feline psychology operates at a level that most humans ignore completely. 5. The reaction error versus the REM phase. Sentinel. Many people wake up, see the cat staring fixedly at them in the dark, and feel a slight discomfort, or try to interact immediately with voice and affection. The mistake here is breaking the flow. Behavioral science explains that cats have a polyphasic sleep cycle. When he watches you while you sleep, he isn't watching you in a sinister way. He is monitoring your REM phase. Cats are sensitive to human micro-eye movements and muscle spasms. He is making sure your state of vulnerability is stable. For him, the fact that you are in a deep sleep is the green light that the environment is 100% safe. If you wake up and he is there, he doesn't want to party. He just wants to confirm that the pack of two is intact. 6. The abrupt movement. Failure versus the geometry of respect. Have you ever felt that the cat chooses exactly the strangest angle to touch you? Sometimes just the tip of the tail or a back paw. The common mistake is thinking he is being cold or distant. In fact, this is called critical safety distance. On an instinctual level, the cat maintains a minimum point of contact to feel your vibration, but leaves the body free for an immediate escape should a predator appear. When he maintains this subtle contact, he is exercising what we call high-fidelity love. He wants to be fused with you, but he respects the wild nature that still runs through his veins. It is a connection without possession, a deep respect for mutual autonomy. 7. The expulsion misconception versus the trauma of nightly abandonment. Many human sleep specialists suggest closing the bedroom door to sleep better. However, for feline psychology, a closed door is not just a physical obstacle, it is a rupture of social cohesion. For a cat that has established a deep bond, being excluded from the group's moment of greatest vulnerability, sleep, generates a constant state of alertness and separation anxiety. If you allow him in, you are lowering his blood pressure in the long term. Biologically, his presence there regulates your circadian rhythm. You are, quite literally, helping each other live longer through nightly coexistence. 8. The hunger illusion versus the gift of presence. When your cat wakes you up by poking your face minutes before the alarm, you think it's just hunger. But on an emotional level, he is performing a vitality check-in. He spent the night protecting your sleep and seeing the daylight emerge. He needs you to return to the world of the living. It is an instinct of care. He is reestablishing the hierarchy of protection for the day that begins. We have reached the point where technique becomes soul. There is a practice, the simplest and most powerful of all, that creates an unbreakable bond, and it requires you to do absolutely nothing. The tip is this: the practice of conscious non-intervention. Tonight, when you lie down and your cat approaches, resist the urge to call him, to pick him up, or to give excessive affection. Just stay still. Let him decide the exact centimeter where he wants to touch. Practice passive presence. Look at him. Blink slowly, the famous cat kiss, and close your eyes, surrendering to sleep before he does. By doing this, you send a biological signal of trustworthy leadership. You are saying, "I trust you so much that I don't need to control you." This vacuum of control is what cats value most. When he realizes you are a safe harbor that requires nothing in return, the barrier between species disappears. You will stop being just the one who feeds him and become the center of gravity of his world. Your cat doesn't sleep with you because he needs a bed. He sleeps with you because, in the dark of the night, you are the place where his soul feels at home. Understanding the biology of affection is what separates a cat owner from a true guardian. If you value this level of depth and want to transform your home into a sanctuary of peace, leave your like and join our channel. Here, we don't just talk about pets. We talk about connections that transcend the species.